If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe because my goal for 2023 is to hit 1,000 subscribers. Enjoy the video. Hey guys, Funtime Servers here. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm going to be ranking every single FNAF McFarlane set. Also, sorry if my audio sounds a little weird. I'm right now in the closet in Arizona. This isn't where I live. I'm just here visiting. But yeah, I'm just locked away in a closet recording this video. But just to specify, I'm not ranking just the figures. Like, I'm ranking the whole set, like the entire set. And I'm going to be ranking those from worst to best. Yeah, let's get started. Kicking us off, we have the Anime Foxy set. It's alright. It's an okay set. It's just very, very, very simple. Like, at least they could have done the room. And also, I don't even know why the heck this exists when we could have got literally any other set. But yeah, it exists. Number 41. Alright, next we have Molten Freddy. And Molten Freddy and the Anime Foxy can be switched around. I only put Molten Freddy higher because the Anime Foxy, why does it exist, honestly? But yeah, it's just a desk. It's really simple. Nothing to explain here. Moving on. Next up, we got the Workbench set, I believe this is called, and I'm pretty sure this is Withered Freddy. I'm not entirely sure, but either way, it's a bench, or like a stool, and then a workbench, and yeah, it's pretty simple. The figure's alright, but yeah, it's really, really simple. Yeah, moving on. Next up, we got Funtime Foxy, and it's just way too simple. I feel like they should have done like the entire stage instead of just this little tiny stage. Like, I know what they were trying to do. They just did not execute it well, in my opinion. But yeah, Funtime Foxy, next one. Next up, we got this set with Withered Freddy, and the figure is actually pretty good. It's just way too simple for my taste. It's literally just a wall. Yeah, not really much to explain. Moving on. Sorry if it seems like I'm going too fast. For these lower ranked ones, they're just way too simple, and I'm just trying to get through this quickly because I have a lot to go. But yeah, anyways, Nightmare Bonnie. Nightmare Bonnie carries this set. Like, the figure carries. The clock is pretty cool. It's a cool touch, but I feel like they should have done the whole hallway. I think that would have been a lot more cooler. But yeah, moving on. Next up, we have Withered Golden Freddy with the FNAF 2 desk. Not much to say here. You know, it's an alright set. It's pretty good. The figure's good. Nothing much. Next one. Next, we got Shadow Bonnie. And again, the figure really carries, but it's way too simple. I feel like it should have been the whole front, like the whole front part of the office, not just the door. But it's okay. Next one. Next up, we got Funtime Freddy, and again, the figure carries. Again, I know what they were trying to do. They just did not execute it well with the stage. I feel like it should have been the whole entire stage, but still all right. Next one. Next up, we got The Office, and I don't know if this is going to be controversial or not, but I just honestly, I'm not a big fan of this set. The figure just kind of looks really goofy, and then The Office is just really small. Like, it's not small, but like, it's just randomly cut off. They should have done the whole entire office, but yeah, moving on. Next up, we got this set. Toy Chica looks really nice, and then it's just a vent. Again, if they did the whole entire FNAF 2 office, this could have fit really well, and I would have ranked it higher because, you know, you could have put the whole office together, but no, it's just the hallway. Next one. Next up, we got Nightmare Chica. I think this one's a lot better than the Nightmare Bonnie one, just because, you know, there's actually something there, not just a clock. This one actually has a wall. If the Nightmare Bonnie had a wall, it would have been higher than Nightmare Chica, but the Nightmare Chica one is pretty good. The figure's solid, and yeah, the set's alright. Next one. In the 29th spot, we have Phantom Foxy, and again, this one, I don't know. The FNAF 3 sets just look really off to me. The figure again is kind of goofy. It doesn't look right. Well, I really like the cutoff arm. That part's a super cool detail, but they didn't even have to do that. But it's still cool. The colors are off, and then the wall in the background. Yeah, nothing much. Next one. Next up, we got the Withered Chica set. Not much going on here. I really like the figure. The figure's cool. And then the endo in the background. I really like that endo figure. And then the whole set itself is just, it's kind of closed off and really tight, in my opinion. But it's an okay set. Moving on. Next up, we got the Toy Freddy set, and it's the figure's actually really good, but it's not good, but it's not bad. It's just there's just better ones. Yeah, moving on. Next up, we got the Toy Bonnie set. Same thing I said with Toy Chica. This one's just a lot better because the figure is outstanding. Moving on. Next up, we got the Nightmare BB set, and I know this one's super simple, and like the other ones back more are bigger and stuff. But this figure is amazing. I love it. It's so accurate. McFarlane, yeah, they're pretty accurate with their figures, but this one is just off the charts accurate. Moving on. Next up, we got the puppet set, and it's a pretty cool idea with the present. Again, just not really executed well, in my opinion. The price counter is pretty cool, and the puppet's pretty cool. Nothing much. Move on. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't put this one higher. This is the Mangle and BB set. I thought I really liked this set, and the figures are really amazing, but just the more that I look at it, it's just so simple, and like I really like the carousel. It's really cool, but it's just way too simple, honestly. There's just better ones. Moving on. Next up, we got the Withered Bonnie set, and with a lot of these sets, the figure carries. I feel like the wire arm is way too big, but it's all right. It can be forgiven. Moving on. Also, I love the paper pals in the back. Next up, we got the FNAF 2 stage, and this one's really cool. I love all the figures. And then it's kind of interesting to me how Toy Freddy has the blacked out eyes on this set, but it's fine. It's cool still, and I love the little popcorn machine or whatever that is in the back in the front. But yeah, moving on. Next up, we got the Nightmare Mangle set, and I really like this set. Even though it's just so small and simple, I love how they put the closet. I feel like that's one of the coolest aspects of FNAF 4, the closet idea. I just adore that gameplay mechanic, and it would have been cooler if it was Nightmare Foxy, but I love that they have Nightmare Mangle in it because I love Nightmare Mangle. But yeah, this is just a really solid set. Moving on. Next up, we got the Phantom Freddy set, and I know this is a really small set, but I love how they added the arcade machine. If that wasn't there, this would have been ranked way lower, but oh my gosh, I love that they put that with Phantom Chica, because Phantom Chica is my favorite Phantom animatronic. She's pretty underrated, in my opinion, but Phantom Freddy also looks amazing. This is just honestly a really good, solid set that McFarlane has made. Moving on. Next up, we got Nightmare Foxy. Nothing really cool about it. Well, actually, I really love the figure and then the toys on the ground. Those two aspects carry, but the set itself is kind of mid. But yeah, the figure and the toys carry. Moving on. Next up, we got the Nightmare Fredbear set, and the robot is really cool, the toy, and then the plush in the background is also cool. I love the plushies that they add. I love that they add those. And the Nightmare Fredbear is a really good figure, and again, with Nightmare Foxy, the room is pretty simple. It's kind of mid, but yeah, I rank this higher than Nightmare Foxy just because I like Nightmare Fredbear better. Anyway, moving on. Just barely missing out on the top 15, we have the FNAF 6 stage. This one's really cool. The figures are awesome. I love every single one of these. I don't have an issue with any of them, and the set is perfect. I love the stage. It's amazing set. This is the part of the video where all of these sets are amazing. They're just all super good, and yeah, next one. Kicking off the top 15 spots, we have the Lefty set, and I love the little curtains that that McFarlane does with like those curtain stages. I love how they added those, and it's not just like blocks. And then I love the figure. The figure's awesome, and the stage is good. I only placed it higher than the FNAF 6 stage because those are all kind of just like mid characters in my opinion. The figures are good, but they're kind of mid, and Lefty's better. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we have the Pirates Cove set, and honestly, the figure is just really goofy. It looks way too cartoony for me, but the set itself is amazing. Again, I love the curtain idea that McFarlane does, and yeah, this set is just perfect. I love how they added the Pirates Cove. It's amazing. Anyway, moving on. Next, we have Baby, and the Baby figure is perfect, and same with the room. It's just kind of weird to me how like the left is like cut off. It's kind of weird, but who knows. It's still a really good set. I'm in love with this set. It's awesome. But yeah, moving on. Next, we have Golden Freddy in the office, and this is one of the most iconic scenes in FNAF, and I'm glad that they made this a set. The Golden Freddy figure is spot on. Obviously, it's not going to sit down because that's hard to do in Lego form. But yeah, this is a really, really good set. I love it. On to the next one. Next up, we got Vent Repair, and this Mangle figure is way better than the other Mangle figure. This is why this one's so much higher, and I love how this is one of my favorite levels in FNAF VR. I love the Vent Repair level, especially the Mangle one. I don't know, just something about it's awesome, and the set is just amazing. Anyway, moving on. Alright, now we're at the top 10, and the rest of these are just amazing. I'm in love with every single one of these. Anyway, this is the FNAF 1 stage, and all of these figures are amazing. I don't have any problems with them, and the set itself is amazing. It's spot on to the game. I love it. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we have the Grim Foxy set, and I know the set is pretty small and the figures, but I love how they added the cutouts. That's like that. I just love how McFarlane adds these little details that they don't even need to do. Honestly, they should focus more on giving the characters details rather than the sets, because they're just doing amazing on the sets. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we have my second favorite McFarlane figure ever. This figure is amazing. It carries all the way. The set is so trash, but the figure is amazing. Nightmare is a pretty obscure character, and I don't know, he's just not my favorite, but oh my gosh, this figure is amazing. This makes me just love Nightmare so much. Moving on. This is sadly my only FNAF McFarlane set that I have. Right now, I'm just really focusing on the plushies. I'm kind of getting into the Mystery Minis action figures and McFarlane sets. But anyway, this set is pretty good. It's really, really good, honestly. The Shadow Freddy figure is awesome. Same with the Withered Foxy figure. And I love all the details with like the endo parts and the FNAF like Bonnie and Chica head. I love the details of this set. Moving on. Next up, we got the Nightmarian figure, and oh my god, the figure. The set again this is the same exact situation with Nightmare. The set is like trash, but the figure carries. I changed my mind. This is my second favorite figure, and Nightmare is my third. And you'll see my first, but oh my gosh, this figure is amazing. Moving on. Now, we're on to the top 5, and for the top 5, any of these can be switched around, except for number 1, so 5 through 2 can just be switched around. They're all amazing in my opinion, but anyway, the Nightmare Freddy set is, oh my gosh, I love this set, because the bed is awesome, the Nightmare Freddy figure is awesome, and then the Freddles is what, like, just makes this set, like, one of the best. They made, like, their own, like, each Freddle has its own model, just like how Scott did it, and they did not have to do that. That was awesome how they did that. I love when McFarlane does stuff like that. But anyways, moving on. Next up, we have the plush trap set. And this is my favorite part of FNAF 4. I love the fun with plush trap part of FNAF 4. And then the figure is spot on. I love this figure and just the set. It's way better than the Nightmare BB1 in my opinion. But yeah, next up. The rest of these are going to be sister location sets, because I feel like these are the best sets that McFarlane have made. They're amazing. I love this set. I love this little office area in sister location, and they nailed like the dark, just green, sickening building just perfectly, and I love the figures. Moving on. Next up, we got the scooping room, and this figure, the Ennard figure, is spot on. I have no issues with it, and then the scooper itself is awesome. And now we're on to number 1. Oh my gosh, this video has taken so long to make, and it's so long. It's already at like 16 minutes. But anyways, this is number 1. If you couldn't tell, my number 1 favorite figure is Yendo. They took the 2 most like random just Easter egg characters ever and plopped them into the Ennard boss fight. They could have put Ennard in here, and I feel like this would have not been higher if it was Ennard. But oh my gosh, everything about Yendo is perfect. It literally looks like they just took Yendo and turn him into a Lego figure. I don't know how they did this, but it's amazing. Little bit looks really good too. Not much to say. That it's a little bit, but Yendo looks amazing. The office is amazing with the FNAF 4 rooms and the TV, and then the Fredbear plush. I love this set. Oh my gosh, guys, that took so long to make. You have no idea. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. My goal for 2023 is to hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.